it's a sad day in New York right now because they got people running around clapping people after you got your ass whooped. You should have clapped them before you got your ass whooped. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at this.
A Suffolk County police officer fatally shot a man allegedly armed with a knife who was approaching a man he apparently already stabbed. News 12's Nicolette Schleisman spoke with a man who says he saw the aftermath of the stabbing and was shocked it happened in a place he calls heaven.
This is the place we usually hang out.
Bonilla says he was with friends in an area behind the strip mall on Middle Country Road in Center Reach last night. He didn't want to show his face on camera, but says he woke this morning to a frightening scene.
I hear the screaming, you know. He was finding somebody with something.
Suffolk County Police say they got a call about a disturbance just before 8:40 this morning. When their officers arrived, they found a 44-year-old man who had been stabbed in the neck. They started helping the victim before rescue crews arrived.
All of a sudden, I see somebody coming behind me, you know, and, you know, I saw that he wanted to do something.
Officials say as the victim was being treated, the suspect came from a wooded area behind this shopping center with a 10 to 12-inch knife.
Suffolk County Police say the suspect, identified as 29-year-old Emilson Ordonez Venegas, tried to stab the victim again as he was being treated for his injuries. Officials say one officer pulled out his weapon, fired at Ordonez Venegas, hitting him. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The victim was stabbed in the back of the neck and hand. He's recovering at the hospital.
The officers, quick actions, definitely, if not saved his life, saved him from serious physical injury for sure.
Bonilla says he couldn't believe what he saw. He knew both the victim and the man with the knife.
It's hard to swallow it.
In Center Reach, Suffolk County, Nicolette Schleisman, News 12.
Police say they don't know yet what led up to that stabbing, but they do say it appears to be just the two involved in the altercation.
So look, gang, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Before we get into this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the notification bell for sure. But the last thing I want to say is RIP to the lost with life that we lost, because it's very unfortunate. But that's why you want to get out the streets. Nothing really makes sense when you're inside these streets. You know what I'm saying? But as you do always know, I have the inside scoop on what's going on. So let me tell you what the 411 is and the rundown is. But don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Let's get straight into it though. So essentially, there's a 22-year-old victim that was shot, found dead. I'm not gonna say who did it because the streets know, but we're not gonna say that here because this is a no snitching channel when the police do not have the information. But the 22-year-old man was shot dead in the head after he jumped another man with his associate. Now, the original beef for the jumping was over money that was missing and also a stolen weapon, stolen firearm. But you know how the streets go, that might be he say, she say, that might have happened, that might not have happened. I'm just telling you what my sources in New York have told me, and I have some very reliable sources in New York if you want to believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's very crazy that in New York, people are still running around doing crazy activity, still running around jumping people, popping people, stabbing people, even though New York is one of the most heavily surveyed states, cities on the planet. There's literally so many cameras. There's more cameras than there's people in New York, and you already know there's millions of people in New York, and it's ridiculous that people are still running around doing all these crazy ass crimes thinking they're gonna get away with it. I just don't understand. But at the same time, when someone steals your money and steals your weapon, you have to clap back in the streets and have to do something because your reputation is on the line. Your sanity's on the line. Your safety's on the line. Because if you don't do anything, they're gonna make an example out of you. The same way that person that robbed you made an example out of you. They're gonna say you're nothing but a poser. You're not tough. You're not cool. And we're gonna take you out the gang. We're gonna DP you and we're gonna rob you. So you never know what could happen from someone getting taken down in the streets. But it's ridiculous that you are recording this for clout. You are outside trying to beat on them. You're outside trying to make a mockery of him, but you didn't pat him down. You don't know what he had on him. You didn't try to rob him. You just tried to embarrass him, not knowing that there's 2025. Everyone has a weapon nowadays. Even if you don't have a firearm, he has a poker. So that was something on you that you have to live with. But this is from the Bronx Times. The police are investigating a deadly early morning shooting in the Bronx that left a 22-year-old man dead on Tuesday, June 24th. According to NYPD, officers from the 46th precinct responded to a 911 call around 4:33 a.m. Found the victim with a gunshot wound to the head in front of 1836 Cedar Drive. Cedar Avenue, near West Tremont Avenue and the major Deegan Expressway in Morris Heights. Emergency medical personnel rushed the man to St. Bernard's Hospital where he was pronounced dead. His identity has not been released pending family notification, which is valid. As of June 2022, well, June 22nd, the 46th precinct has recorded just 2 homicides year to date, a significant drop from 12 at the same point in 2024. Shootings in the precinct have also declined slightly from 16 last year to 14 so far in 2025. No arrests have been made in the investigation. The investigation remains ongoing. So it is good that we're seeing more calmness, I would want to say. It's good that we're seeing people that are shying away from violence, but at the end of the day, the Bronx is a very crazy place, so people have to be in our P's and Q's at all times. But I do want to say this so everybody's on the same page. I do feel like there's a deeper story that we're gonna see about this come out sooner than later, but here's the full clip so you can understand everything that happened in a full range of what's going on in the Bronx right now. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I feel like this is a crazy situation. I feel like this is a crazy story, but as all good stories, well, all good stories, bad stories, they must come to an end, and I feel like this is not the end for this story. But I'm gonna have an update on this and once I receive some new information. But if you like the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll reach you on the next time I drop a video. You know I'm coming like 2-3 times a day.